Welcome to Musings of a Watch Collector, a carefully curated channel of all my timepieces. I will be showcasing each piece in detail to understand its historical and cultural significance. Let me take you on a horological journey that covers watchmakers from around the world, both past and present. So join me on my meanderings, Musings of a Watch Collector. Hello everyone and welcome back to Musings of a Watch Collector. I'm Michael, and in this episode we've got something pretty special to share with you. Now, as watch collectors, I know the hunt is very real, and as we're always on the lookout for the next piece, we always want one that resonates with us. Most of the time we're just browsing or perusing for a specific piece, but then we come across something else and our wish list just keeps on growing. On this occasion, I was branching out to one of the big four Japanese watchmakers, namely Seiko, Citizen, Orient, and Casio. If I were to label a preference for myself, I would probably describe myself more of a vintage watch collector, namely because of the historical and horological significance of each of these timepieces. Anyway, I was looking for a Japanese timepiece and I came across this gorgeous 1972 Citizen Electronic X8 Cosmotron in new old stock condition. It came with its original box and is in excellent working condition. I inquired with the seller on eBay as to the backstory behind this timepiece, and so I sent them a message. The seller replied and informed me that they knew a jeweler who had closed down a few years ago and that they'd come across some stock that had been kept in storage, which was passed over to the seller to put on eBay. I knew that these pieces are absolute gems, and they are few and far between, so I bought it straight away, and I must admit that this is one of my favourite pieces. I have a few other new old stock vintage watches that I've managed to acquire. I like to call these watches time capsule watches, as they've been kept in new old stock condition, literally in storage for decades. Before we take a closer look at the watch, it's important to set the scene for this piece. Let's head back to 1966, when Citizen had created Japan's first electronic watch, the Electronic X8 Cosmotron. Production only lasted about 10 years, and this being made in 1972 is Japan's first electronic watch that was available for domestic consumer markets. Along with Bulova, this was one of the world's first electronic watches. This particular model is a second iteration of the movement, running at 18,000 beats per hour or 2.5 hertz. It runs with 12 joules and was very well received by the consumer market in Japan. The models that came after this were officially certified chronometers and were certified by the JCA, or the Japanese Chronometer Association. The cushion-styled case is typical of the 1970s, which is made of polished stainless steel. The dial has simple metal batons, and the silver hands stand out against the silver champagne sunburst dial. The Cosmotron transistor logo features prominently above the 6 o'clock, with a date window at 3 o'clock and the pull-push crown at 4 o'clock. The watch came with its original box and stainless steel bracelet, with the crown and buckle also signed Citizen. The case pack indicates that it is an electronic Citizen, stainless steel, and parawater. This is another indication of its age and authenticity. The term parawater was dropped by Citizen in 1973 in favour of water resistant. I feel really fortunate to be able to own and enjoy an important piece of horological history, Japan's first electronic watch. And what makes it all the more special is the pristine condition it's in. I know I'll be able to cherish this piece for, let's hope, another 4 decades. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to make more episodes of my other vintage, new old stock, time capsule watches. Feel free to comment below and let me know what other vintage Japanese timepieces you have in your collection. I'm Michael, signing off from Musings of a Watch Collector. I hope to see you next time, and take care.